Iron Dome is an advanced air defense system developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and Israel Aerospace Industries. Its purpose is to intercept and destroy short-range rockets and artillery shells that are launched towards Israeli populated areas. The United States has been a significant contributor to the Iron Dome defense system, providing a total of $1.6 billion from 2011 to 2021. With an additional $1 billion approved by the U.S. Congress in 2022. The system became operational on March 27, 2011, near Beersheba, and since then, it has successfully intercepted numerous rockets, including the first one launched from Gaza on April 7, 2011. The Iron Dome has proven to be highly effective, shooting down approximately 90% of rockets launched from Gaza that would have otherwise hit populated areas. Israel has continuously worked on enhancing the capabilities of the Iron Dome. In late 2012, they expressed their goal of increasing the system's interception range from 70 kilometers to 250 kilometers, and making it more versatile to intercept rockets from multiple directions simultaneously. By late October 2014, the Iron Dome had intercepted over 1,200 rockets. In addition to its land-based deployment, there are plans to deploy Iron Dome batteries on Sa'ar-6 class corvettes at sea to protect offshore gas platforms. In conjunction with Israel's Barak 8 missile system, the need for an effective short-range anti-missile system became evident during the 2006 Second Lebanon War when thousands of rockets fired by Hezbollah landed in northern Israel, causing casualties and displacing hundreds of thousands of Israeli citizens. Similarly, between 2000 and 2008, Hamas fired over 8,000 projectiles into southern Israel, posing a significant security threat to the country and its citizens. The development of Iron Dome gained momentum in 2004, with the support of Brig. General Daniel Gold and key politicians. Despite initial skepticism, Iron Dome was selected as Israel's defense against the short-range rocket threat in 2007. Since then, it has been developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems in collaboration with the Israel Defense Forces. As of May 2021, it is estimated that Palestinian militant groups in Gaza possess around 30,000 rockets and mortar bombs, which could potentially be targeted and intercepted by Iron Dome. While the range and payload of these rockets vary, the accuracy of Iron Dome has improved over the years. Overall, Iron Dome has proven to be a crucial defense system for Israel, effectively intercepting and neutralizing threats from short-range rockets and artillery shells. The project leader, Colonel S., and his team at the Administration for the Development of Weapons and Technological Infrastructure were in need of a suitable name for their system. Initially, Colonel S. considered naming it Anti-Qassam, but as the project progressed, he realized that this name posed some issues. So, he and his wife brainstormed and came up with the name, Tamir, for the missile and Golden Dome, for the system. However, Golden Dome was deemed too flashy, so it was changed to Iron Dome. The Iron Dome system is specifically designed to counter short-range rockets and 155 mm artillery shells with a range of up to 70 kilometers. It operates day and night, even in adverse weather conditions, and has the capability to respond to multiple threats simultaneously. The system's radar, known as ELM 2084, detects the launch of the rocket and tracks its trajectory. Using this information, the system's BMC calculates the impact point and determines whether it poses a threat to a designated area. If a threat is identified, an interceptor missile is launched to destroy the incoming rocket before it reaches the predicted impact area. Unlike typical air defense missile batteries, Iron Dome is built to deploy in a scattered pattern. Each launcher, equipped with 20 interceptors, is independently deployed and operated remotely through a secure wireless connection. It is estimated that each Iron Dome battery can protect an urban area of approximately 150 square kilometers. The initial funding and development of the Iron Dome system were undertaken by Israel, allowing for the deployment of the first two systems. Subsequently, the United States has provided funding for additional Iron Dome systems and the supply of interception missiles. From 2011 to 2021, the U.S. contributed a total of $1.6 $6 billion to the Iron Dome defense system, with an additional $1 billion United States dollars approved by the U.S. Congress in 2022. With the United States increasing its funding for Iron Dome, there have been suggestions for technology transfer and co-production of the system in the U.S. Similar to the co-production of the Arrow 3 missile system, there is support in the U.S. Congress, media, and think tanks for co-production of Iron Dome. This would not only strengthen ties between Israel and the United States but also enhance the list of high-tech military programs jointly built by both nations. In July 2014, it was announced that Raytheon would be the major U.S. partner in co-producing major components for the Iron Dome's Tamir intercepting missile. Through various subcontractors, Raytheon will supply these components. It is worth noting that Israeli company M-Prest Systems was responsible for programming the core of Iron Dome's battle management system. The development of Iron Dome began in 2005, with Brig. General Danny Gold initiating the program that included research and a demonstration of the intercepting system. In 2007, Israel commissioned the development of Iron Dome and chose Israeli contractor Rafael over the American giant Lockheed Martin. The rapid progress of Iron Dome, going from the drawing board to combat readiness in less than 4 years, is considered a remarkable achievement in the development of a weapons system from scratch, according to military experts. The Iron Dome system was first deployed in 2011 to protect Air Force bases in southern Israel. It has since been expanded to other areas, including the town of Darrow, during times of heightened tensions along the Gaza border. In 2017, plans were announced to deploy Iron Dome batteries at sea to safeguard offshore gas platforms. Working in conjunction with Israel's Barak 8 missile system, the Israeli Navy's Sa'ar 6 class corvettes were equipped with 2 Iron Dome batteries each to protect the gas platforms and shipping lanes. During a military exercise in February 2022, an advanced version of the Iron Dome installed on the Sa'ar 6 corvettes successfully intercepted rockets, drones, and cruise missiles at sea. While most Iron Dome systems have been exported, there are limitations to their effectiveness in larger states due to their coverage area of 100 to 150 square kilometers. In Israel, the batteries need to be relocated based on the perceived risk of attack. Singapore, a sovereign island city-state, is reported to have purchased the Iron Dome, and the U.S. Army has acquired 2 batteries to protect overseas bases. Since its deployment in 2011, the Iron Dome has demonstrated its effectiveness in intercepting rockets fired by Palestinian militants. During Operation Pillar of Defense in November 2012, Israeli officials estimated the system's effectiveness at 75 to 95%. Of the approximately 1,000 missiles and rockets fired into Israel during the operation, Iron Dome identified 2/3 as non-threatening and successfully intercepted 90% of the remaining 300. The only Israeli casualties during this period were 3 individuals killed in missile attacks due to a malfunction of the Iron Dome system. Compared to other air defense systems, the Iron Dome has an exceptionally high effectiveness rate. Defense consultant Steven Zaloga described its destruction of 90% of targeted missiles as extremely high and surpassing the expectations for air defense systems. The system's effectiveness has been deemed unprecedented when compared to earlier systems like the Patriot missile defense system, according to Slate. Defense reporter Mark Thompson stated that the lack of Israeli casualties suggests the Iron Dome is the most effective and thoroughly tested missile shield in the world. During Operation Protective Edge, the Iron Dome intercepted 87 to 90% of its targets, totaling 735 successful interceptions. In the 2006 war with Hezbollah, before the development of Iron Dome, 4,000 rockets landed and 53 Israelis were killed during 34 days of fighting. However, in the 2014 war with Gaza, which lasted 50 days and saw 3,360 rockets fired, there were only 2 rocket-related deaths. Insurance claims for rocket-related damage also significantly decreased from 30,000 in 2006 to 2,400 in 2014. On March 25, 2019, a J-80 rocket fired from Gaza hit a house in Mishmareh, Israel. Hamas claimed that the J-80 travels on a nonlinear path and cannot be intercepted by the Iron Dome. In 2010, before Iron Dome was declared operational, there were concerns raised about its cost compared to the cost of Qassam rockets. Some argued that launching a large number of Qassams could potentially strain Israel's financial resources. However, Rafael, the company behind Iron Dome, responded by stating that the cost issue was exaggerated. They explained that Iron Dome only intercepts rockets that pose a threat, and the lives saved and strategic impact justify the cost. The estimated cost of each Tamir interceptor missile was cited as ranging from $20,000 to $50,000 in 2014. A more recent analysis in 2020 estimated a total cost of $100,000 to $150,000 for each interception. In contrast, a crudely manufactured Qassam rocket costs around $800, and the Hamas Grad rocket costs only several $1,000s. Some argued that other anti-rocket systems, like the Nautilus laser defense system, would be more effective. However, the Nautilus system was deemed not feasible after significant investment. And Israeli defense officials rejected a proposal for a more advanced prototype. In a 2012 op-ed, it was suggested that the success of Iron Dome would likely lead to demands for additional systems across Israel. However, budget constraints would force Israel to prioritize spending on missile defenses over other programs, potentially impacting vulnerable sectors of society. Iron Dome does have vulnerabilities. It can be overwhelmed by swarms of missiles that exceed its interception capabilities. And the high cost of each interception makes attacking rockets a relatively inexpensive option. These factors have prompted the development of the Iron Beam energy weapon as a complement to Iron Dome. Iron Beam is cost-effective, has unlimited ammunition, and is effective at short range. Iron Dome is also less effective against very short-distance saturation strikes, and Hamas exploits these vulnerabilities by firing rockets at low trajectories. During Operation Pillar of Defense in 2012, Israel agreed to an early ceasefire because Iron Dome had run out of ammunition. This experience led Israel to prepare larger stocks of interceptors for future conflicts. In the 2021 Israel-Palestine crisis, Israel claimed that Hamas was developing an electronic system to jam Iron Dome. And a building suspected of being used for this purpose was destroyed by Israeli aircraft. The flaws of Iron Dome were discussed in the context of its potential deployment to Ukraine. The Ukrainian defense minister noted that Iron Dome does not provide 100% protection and is not effective against cruise and ballistic missiles. During a hearing before the U.S. Senate, it was explained that the U.S. has supplied Ukraine with other missile defense systems like the Patriot system. However, the U.S. does have an Iron Dome battery available for deployment if requested by Ukraine. It is important to note that Iron Dome, despite its effectiveness, is considered a temporary solution. The Israeli defense minister acknowledged that a diplomatic solution is ultimately needed for lasting peace and quiet.